Okay, this is an interesting one about mobile phone addiction. Now, you might well be watching this on your mobile phone as it happens, which many people do. I mean, I'm not. I mean, some people even record on the phone. I'm currently not doing so. I try to keep mine in my pocket as much as possible. But yeah, thought I'd do a quick video talking about mobile phone addiction, because it's something that these days I see more and more. You know, everybody on the phones all the time, doom scrolling as they call it. And, you know, social media certainly has its part to play, as well as the mobile phones. And, you know, somebody being a bit older like myself, like Gen X, maybe you can have that bit more control over the content that you view. I like to kind of try and exercise a bit of control over the content that I'm watching, because otherwise it just rules you. And there's been other videos where people talk, and they're saying it's absolutely true that you know, mobile phones, these things are they're like a time drain. They waste up all your time just watching other people's content. And there's so much content online these days, and so much of it's AI, you know, that you don't even know if it's real or not anymore. A lot of the content that you're watching, as well as some of it's just kind of really shallow. I mean, people might even say that about my content. You never know. But I do try and make, you know, content of value. And I could just see something weird in the bushes over there because I'm out in nature. So it's a bit weird, but yeah. And you know, it's just a thing that I notice it more and more. Everybody on the phones all the time, and they can't live without the phones. And it's kind of like, it just gets to the point of where's it going to end? I mean, you know, obviously the more recent generations, they've grown up with technology more, with mobile phones. So to them, it's absolutely normal. They don't see it as a wrong. And I'm not even really saying it is a wrong, but I've just noticing that it exists. And I think it's something where people need to kind of you know, we need to go back to the old days, back to the 90s and before, almost in some ways, and it might be easier for us older ones, you know, where technology was there, but it was in its infancy. It didn't kind of rule your life. It didn't have the same hold over your life that it does have these days with a lot of people. And just reclaim that you know, that freedom that we have to just be living life, visiting places like I am now, doing things. Okay, I'm making a little video about it, but again, it's just me making more content for this channel, hopefully interesting content, which, by the way, if you've got this far, you know, give it a like if you appreciate this content and get any value from it. You can subscribe as well if you like my content. That would be appreciated. You don't have to do, of course. And even if you've got this far, thanks for watching as well, because the views do drop off. It is hard to hold people's attention these days, because people's attention span seems to be so short with everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep at this, no doubt, no question. Let me know your thoughts with regards to this topic, you know, on technology addiction. What you think about it, what your own personal experience is about it, and you know, how you think things might be in the future. It's just, I mean, this is just a video by me just acknowledging it as a thing, you know, is happening. A lot of people are realising now, you know, because we've had this thing after lockdown where a lot of people was like wondering where all the time's gone, you know, as well as all the roadworks thing. That's another topic. Don't even get me started on that one. But yeah, people are saying like, where's all the time gone? And it's like, I don't think it was that. I think it was that people was inside more, watching TV on the phones more. So to them, it just felt like time had just jumped really quickly, because they'd not been out and about, going to the office, going to the workplace like they had been previously. But yeah, I mean, it's very funny. I mean, mobile phones, they do have the use. You know, I use them for banking, navigating, sometimes making content, things like that, messaging people. But at the same time, there are negatives with them, you know, specifically social media, the likes of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. They just have something in my mouth there. They cause you to doom scroll, you know, be doom scrolling all the time. and it's not a good thing when you're doom scrolling, because it's one bit of content after another, and before you know it, 10 minutes have gone, half an hour's gone, 2 hours have gone, and what have you really done? You've just been watching somebody else's random content, which sometimes it's good, valuable content, got to give it some credit. Other times it's just content that adds no value to your life in any way, shape or form. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one. I'll leave it there for now, because I don't think there's loads more to elaborate on this topic, but yeah. Anyway, if you've got this far, thanks for watching, and like I said, please don't forget, give it a like if you appreciate this content, subscribe if you like my content to catch more videos, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.